Everybody loves a Cinderella story. Going for glory when everybody's counting you out. Just like with the 2020 Bucks, the 2002 Oakland A's, and the 2011 Mavs. But there's one team in the world of Counter-Strike that does it best. FaZe Clan. And our story starts here, with the Perfect World Shanghai Major. This was one of the hardest fought majors FaZe has ever been in, fighting and beating some of the tournament favorites in G2 and Vitality, just to get their shot at the title. And just at their fingertips was the finish, the trophy for the major. And then Magisk and Donk happen.
No idea, they have no idea where the finish is coming from.
Frozen has to live, he can't go down without a kill.
Into the tunnels and Magisk hits it!
They're rotating A!
Into him, into Magisk, he will be punishing! Trying to mantle up, Donk is on hot pursuit. He's going to know exactly where you are, he is behind. Man advantage for FaZe, Rain lives on, repositions, but only... Proactive, starts to move in, up towards the ramp, perhaps overlooked, there's Donk in the feed. Problem for FaZe Clan, they needed this one, they needed it, and Magisk and Donk take it away.
This is Frozen's time.
She go ahead of the play, swing it in, Donk is blind, no! Can't connect! Karrigan in trouble now, do you fight, do you run?
They're in
He opts for the fight, he opts for the fight, and Magisk will punish! FaZe Clan, oh, Brookie misses his shot! Spirit, they're doing it!
Going back to back, FaZe has made the grand finals of the CS2 Major, first in Copenhagen and now in Shanghai, having the chance of glory just millimeters there, only to be ripped away. But hey, they move on and they get ready for the next season to come. And thinking nothing worse could happen. Nothing worse could happen. Losing arguably one of your top performers is enough to shake any core. And then you're tasked with the impossible job of finding that replacement. So FaZe would go looking for a star rifler, and a star rifle they found in Elige. Now, the power Elige brings to any team should not go undervalued. And also joining a roster that has as many stars as FaZe in Karrigan, Frozen, Rain, and Brokey, this looked like a match made in heaven. However, that would not be the case. FaZe would not hit the ground running or really even get a honeymoon period. Now, let's see how it's going for Robs. Maybe they are also having, some growing pains.
There's Dallas champions!
Yeah, so Vitality would go on a generational run, one that we haven't seen the likes of since the Astralis era. And now Robs would be joining prior teammate Twiz in being a two-time Intel Grand Slam champion. Vitality would also break 2019 Liquid's 23-0 series win. So while Vitality was busy winning everything, FaZe would struggle to make even playoffs in lower tournaments. However, they did make the playoffs, inclusion of Poca going 3-0 in the stage.
It has to be Story! Oh! And Frozen denies! FaZe Clan take it in two!
T pushing Adams now fully exposed, and FaZe will swing out for the win. About it. He's going to try to get an angle, but now they know exactly where he is, and you see that reaction. It is adamant here.
Nico, though, trying to forge the path, the pre-aim, the pre-fire. Lovely work from Karrigan, but TeSeS does one better. Brokey, the unknown entity, needs two here, and he's nearly got...
Only to lose 2-0 to Falcons, and then to Astralis.
Brokey, Molotov down. They are raking in! The flashes were good enough, and Cadian has kicked open the front door. First frag is good. Elige doesn't finish his meal. Tags up one, forced away, lick by the flames. It's Brokey in his name.
Brother, what's that?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So in May, FaZe would make the decision to bench Brokey, which at the time was very controversial. So who is set to replace Brokey? Only the greatest to ever touch the game.
B comes in, smokes. You see a double smokes in the same place there. Simple just jumping, catching into the side. He's going to fall down again. What is this clutch from Simple? Are you serious? What is that? You can't do that, Simple. That's not allowed. This is not FPL. This is a major.
With the Austin Major right around the corner, FaZe would be going all in, bringing in Simple. Starting in Stage 2, FaZe would end the day going 2-0. They would also have their beatdown on Heroic, which was really funny to watch at the time.
Bark on the 1v3 out towards the tunnels. Well, he had Simple, his 17th kill of the game. He's scoped up on this line, and the AWP nails the shot.
FaZe Clan run away with the victory, and they let Heroic know about it.
Yeah, Heroic may work hard, but FaZe Clan play harder, and they talk trash every step of the way. A dominant victory for FaZe as they debut in Austin. 13-3 is a sign of what's to come.
However, when the best of threes came around, they will lose to Legacy and 3D Max. So 2-2, win or go home. And facing up against MIBR, they would show that they mean business.
FaZe ready to put him to bed. Tucked in, tight. And good night, MIBR. A knockout blow here on Anubis. Frozen has played incredibly well, 20-6. And Rain's position once again might just be good for one more. And maybe that's all it takes here to shunt FaZe over and map up in this series. Their opponents pickpocketed. One wrong step. Exit will check. But he's still got to group up with his teammate a long way away, and Frozen is keen, willing to take every single engagement in this game. Karrigan's finished off Insani. Exit, I got bad news.
And that's the worst part. His whole team is sitting here looking on, but they know this battle is over. They know this map is done. Their pick is through, and it was done.
Pushed into the wrong position, and even the mid re-clear, the sooner FaZe go, the sooner they get out.
Right before this game, in an interview, Karrigan said, we know their style, we know how they like to play, we're expecting the Wolfpack. And it's that smoke in mid that forced this Wolfpack play that has mispositioned MIBR. Two more players arriving on the extremities. But Rain locks them in, keeps them trapped on this island out in middle, never getting to play the final round in Austin. Safe, swinging around the long side, misses his chance on the planter. Will nail it the second time around. It was this guy coming back to life that helped bring MIBR into the conversation on Ancient. He might have to do everything in this retake as very quickly it's building. For Safe as the last man standing. Exit arrives, spotted now by the AWP, and MIBR know in their heart of hearts, as good as it's been, this was one step too.
Now, in Stage 3, this team really confuses me. They would lose to Aurora 13-5, however, would go on to beat Mouse.
On either side of the box. And Karrigan gets this jump scare. Rain will immediately knee-jerk trade. Elige baits them in. Rain overlooked. Oh, can't isolate the jewel. And if he hits it, he does. FaZe thrive. FaZe take the second.
I swear, this team will either play like gods or like new players. But at the end of the day, 1-1 is better than 0-2. And the next day, they would get to have their revenge against Legacy, making a statement, finishing their map 13-8.
There we go. There it is.
So to make playoffs, they would have to go against fan favorites, Mongols. And they would actually go on to win this series 2-0, just showing that when this team is playing, they look unstoppable. So here we are in Austin, FaZe making the playoffs once again with a stand-in. And who do they draw up first? Oh, just a team they just beat 2-0, the Mongols. Only to go on and lose the series.
This secondary AWP again, they're going to explode in towards B.
Okay, they want to punish it. Techno's here, though. Up close and personal, it's a perfect angle, so long as he's not flashed and incendiary. Deters them. They may have heard the impact. Blitz with a supportive flash. Relocation from Techno. That's not bad. Anti-ready.
They're cancelled. That was their execute. They've just been held at the gate. There's no way in. It's a smoke and molly, 2 HEs. They wanted to pop into B, but they've been denied. Karrigan, you've got to call them out of this.
Oh, they've not got much to work with. So much invested into that failed attempt onto B.
Immediate reroute. No second guessing. Not a moment wasted.
Elige, the spearhead of the assault. America's finest. Catches the flash, starts to accelerate. It's a good shot from Emzinho. Only the one from Frozen. It could all end right here and now in the hands of the 9-10 sniper. The Mongolian delivers. And it's only Rain. And he's not got it in him. He hasn't got it in him. Mongols have
So FaZe is now out of the playoffs, but let's check in on Rops again. Maybe Vitality kind of choked under the pressure, trying to secure their first era.
On deck for the Mongols, it is only flashbangs for this retake! Flamesy right back into the kill feed. It is another triple from the young star of Vitality. Zywoo's gonna lean back into the site. Mezzi awaiting. Now he sees the barrel. He's got himself the kill. And so one frag out. 9-10 from the bottom of the scoreboards will be haunted by this performance unless, and it is not to be, for it is the bees. Today is the day of Vitality.
They make it happen. They complete the season.
Born, this was his destiny. In Austin, they will seize their crown jewel. Your Blast Austin Major Champions Team Vitality!
So the first half of the year was definitely not the way FaZe wanted to go. And actually following the Major, they would actually bench Simple only to bring Brokey back in. Now, Brokey wasn't look like he was back in his prime, but there was definitely some form regained. However, this slight resurgence in form was not enough to help them in their Cologne run.
And so they're relying on aim and the interplay on this split. Don't have the util to lock off any of these angles. Alexi, as a result, is very comfortable up on hut roof. Rain and Frozen, the hailstorm of FaZe Clan trying to reply. Rain in this 1v1. Wonderful looks on. Very little time. Rain goes hunting and Wonderful runs for the hills. The unfeeling system of Na'Vi cares not for the feeling-based CS of...
And only going on to lose to Aurora in the Esports World Cup, FaZe looked like they needed to make a change. So FaZe would make the call to bench Elige. So you bench one of the greatest riflers in the game in contention with NA's best player. Who on earth do you get to replace that? Well, FaZe would make the call to sign rookie Jacob. Yep, you heard that right. A rookie. Now, I want to get two things straight here. One, on paper, the Elige move looked to make sense. But when you have a player like Elige who plays very structured CS, on a team like FaZe, coined the term controlled chaos, where Karrigan is very much calling loose style CS, there's bound to be conflict of ideas. Now, secondly, I do agree that FaZe really should not be wasting their time with rookies, especially when you're considered a top team. However, let's not forget, they did this exact move back in 2019 with Brokey. They brought in Brokey back when FaZe was also struggling. So I can see the idea that bringing in some new blood would help. But it came at a cost. With FaZe and Liquid doing a player swap, Twist for Elige, and Jacob coming in, someone would have to go. And after playing with FaZe for 3,541 days, Rain would be benched. However, with their new lineup again, FaZe would see similar results. But slowly, you could definitely see this team coming together, playing better and better. And you couldn't ask for a better time for this, because we head to Budapest for the Star Ladder Major. For those who don't understand how the CS2 Major works, let me help you out. Throughout the year, teams are competing for what is called VRS points. Teams would get these points based on the results at events. And when you're a team that's playing like FaZe with the results that they've had, they were very much lucky to get in. So starting in Stage 1, with basically the teams that are just glad they made it, teams that busted their butts just to get in, and while may not think they may go far, they're looking to make an impression. However, if I'm FaZe, I'm counting my blessings that I made it with the performance that I've had this year. But I'll also be very embarrassed to be seated here. And while the team was definitely having some struggles with their roster and performance, Stage 1 looked to be a breeze, and the community, alongside Legacy, would have FaZe going 3-0 in Stage 1.
Lou, so there's some confidence to give there. I'll just say that I feel like FaZe 3-0. I'm imagining because after...
Similar with FaZe, yeah, they've got their flaws, but they've still got twists and...
I believe in it. I believe they will.
Okay, wait. Check this out.
But in classic FaZe fashion...
Fuck your PKMs.
Yeah.
While they did up winning their first game against LinVision, but would go on to lose to North America team NRG, who had their coach standing in for their
This in a round like
IGL.
this is absolutely insane.
Working on his own, and if his timing's to a T, he's going to catch Kerrigan with a back turn. This climb up into the catwalk's one thing. Kerrigan is sitting duck to Daps.
And they know it's Cat now.
He's going to burn it so that they can't fall back onto him. Secondary ops in position. Zodic's not going to waste this moment, and NRG take 12.
That's a masterclass out of
What
Daps.
a call. What a move. What a flank. What a
And then we go on to lose 13-8 to NIP. Now, going 1-2 in Stage 1 was definitely not in the cards for FaZe, and would have their back against the wall for the rest of the major, lose, and you go home in Stage 1. So tell me why Red Canids is giving FaZe a run for their money in their best of 3 series.
3 versus 5. Op barrel spotted, so Kerrigan is just done for, and then by the time Twist gets frozen, smoke fades, Kerrigan gets the hands of drop spotted, but cover over from that palace, and Kerrigan goes down with nothing. Red Cannon's just leaning back, welcome Frozen's attempt. They'll drop grenades out in front of him to make this as uncomfortable as possible, and they'll end it.
Getting smoked on Mirage by Red Canids is definitely something that you should not be wanting as FaZe. And then you go to play Nuke. Oh boy, not Nuke.
And they're not ready for that either, are they?
Caught by Trophy Log. Kerrigan comes through. Cow is on the other end. It's a slight man advantage phase in the post plants. And as history has the kit between these two, there are flashbangs and a smoke for him as well. And we've got 2 bodies side by side. They've got to clear out Jacob. Brokey eating the flashes. First one's good. Trade potential denied as the doors get closed in front of history. And as he presses the M4 in, he's gotten yet another. Kerrigan has to deliver. Right here, right now. In the face of a smoke and a defuse kit, he's not positioned for the bomb. And as Kerrigan swings...
I swear, thank God for Frozen, man. He carried this team through Stage 1, and after a near disaster defeat to Red Canids, they would go on to beat Flexo 2-1 to make it to Stage 2. But in Stage 2, something happened. Frozen has teammates now.
The Kerrigan's dropped on down, and it's a long take for a roll. Taking a swing at him, but Xantares is still in this. He's got one opportunity. He has to nail this at the very, very first swing. Twist closes in.
Always trying to make a play. And here's Grim on the bomb site. It's not a single kill from him. It was Kavem that got that one at range. And Grim goes down on his second peak. So a force to Brokey and Kavem in this 1v1. It's got a long-range fight for Brokey all the way down to the mid doors here. Kavem sending shots past him, but Brokey gets away. And he's going to look for that plant now and get this into a 1v1 clutch. What a difference in experience between the 2 clutchers on the server right now. Brokey, all the experience on the trophies he's lifted up against Kavem at the major here, and Brokey realizes stepping a little bit further would cost him his life. So wants to get back and be available for the late stages of this round, but the timing to look away.
Kerrigan, you dirty man.
Kerrigan, this is disgusting, and Holzerk's
Oh, and you know that rookie that everyone's getting flack for? Well, how about he shows you how good he is?
But Jacob doesn't move a muscle. Waits for them to make the first move. The moment that bomb gets planted, he knows he has a 1v1. There's the spot. Missed shot costs you. And now Jacob, clutch right in front of him. The game out of position. No one coming up cat either, so these players are just able to look down, watch CT, hold for that push back in, and Xantares is the one offered up first. Flashes now move in to complement this, and that's going to get players up the long side. Missed shot from Brokey. Jacob, though, hitting real hard with a third. Leaves it onto Woxic. Been itching to get involved.
And from going 0.4 seconds from being eliminated to going 3-0 in Stage 2. I swear, man, I cannot with this team. And I will say this. The series against NIP definitely could have gone their way. Yet, there's something magical about Twist in a FaZe jersey playing on Nuke.
Dives down to the B side. He knows he can't stick around. Twists. No. Finds timing on Snappy. That's the kill to equalize. And this isn't FaZe taking that
not killing him? Oh, okay.
ramp damage and just charging downstairs. Oh, Twist.
Oh, he was too late.
But enough of the small fries. Let's get to where the big dogs play. Major favorites and Malice and Spirits start here. And there's Furia, who look like the favorites to go all the way and win it this year. But there's also one more team. Oh yeah, and FaZe have to play them in the first round.
Twist. Oh, he spots out Apex on the fade, not expecting a second Mob Bando. That's going to be a free one for Zywoo, pathing in. Jacob's got an awful lot to do. Oh, quick for the second. Zywoo gets put in the dirt. Brokey's here. Robs his 2 though, makes like a little sing. Frozen in the glass, breaks on out and deliver.
Only to blow them out the water on Nuke, baby. Going 13-7 was a shock to everybody. And so, I've seen it all. FaZe Magic is here to stay, and they're winning the whole thing. Until Spirit Dog walked them on Dust 2. And we'll go on to lose 13-7 on Mirage to Mongols. But hey, 1-2 is definitely 0-3. Right, Liquid? And to make it to playoffs, FaZe would have to play up against Passion UA, who they beat back in Stage 2 by the way. So, tell me why this is happening.
Now, Hauser getting on it. Carrigan trying to come back. Will he get there in time? Oh, he's missing! And that's a ninja defuse!
May have the element of surprise, but that's all he has, and it goes away immediately after that kill. Smoke on the bomb, and you know FaZe are flustered in a round like this. Carrigan running in. Molly goes through. Nick's on the stick. 1v1 with the knife out. Not again.
No!
Got the twist. He can't do it. Back-to-back defuses in the face of FaZe. And how are you not phased after that?
Okay, so maybe the magic isn't totally there for FaZe, but hey, you still make it to playoffs, right? And so FaZe would keep up the tradition of making their fans go a little grayer, pulling out their hair, and every game being just a little bit more stressful. Now, you've been hearing me use the term FaZe Magic, and if this is 2022, that's 100% the case. However, for this phase, there's a better term. So help me welcome to the stage, FaZe Clan Bullshit. Oh, and their first game in the playoffs is against MOUZ, number 5 in the world.
Playoffs now. And a start like that. It's Frozen's Glock connecting onto an aggressive exertion. Jimmy responsible for the ramp side. Pressure applied. Audible blast trying to disrupt and get him off. Multiple bodies encroaching. Another from Jacob. Spinks is down. A perfect FaZe Clan round. Jacob, are you ready for something like this? This is the kind of play. If Torji can start warming into things, hitting shots like this feels compulsory. What's the finish? There it is. Torji floats one, peeking back into Brokey, but up top is Brawler. Gets his, sticks around, ready for the parting. Number 2, combination of them both. MOUZ just shut that down, send them back to spawn. Good position for this, should have an opportunity. Lets them go. They slink it to Brawler. Masterful double. Just what you needed. Now brought down. It's a back-to-back double. Zertian 1 brought down with Carrigan on a pistol. And that bomb needs to be picked up. Low HP, tucked in. Bit of a turning of the tides of battle here. The CT's in lobby. And the T's on site.
Carrigan on an orb.
Carrigan on an orb. He's missed it. Gets win, gets ring. Oh! Unless he hits another one of those. A quick flick from Carrigan. Second time's the charm. Tucked on fence. Jimmy in the clutch, denied by Brokey. Between that.
They know that Yard's open. That's why Torji's monitoring Heaven right now. Time is the issue. 25 seconds. What was 50, what felt like moments ago. They have to come in through main.
Yeah, there's a good setup here for MOUZ. Set up to succeed. Brolin, however, loses his life for free. Jacob with a double entry. Torji's up there. They're all looking at him. Jacob opens up for 3. Need that plant. Frozen gets it in. They had everyone they needed in the right place, but Jacob is on for the ace. 10-second defuse is what they'll be condemned to, but they've got to get this bomb across. Oh, quick flick out of Carrigan makes it awkward. That bomb is on the floor. Frozen just crab walks into Spinks' crosshead. Zertian retrieves the bomb in time. Now they have the advantage heavily. No kit. What are you supposed to do? Brokey, not the angle, not the weapon. You won, but Carrigan's hitting shots. Why not go for the nose? Go! How's Carrigan got 2 there?
Has to connect with Brokey.
Okay, Spinks in that clutch. Back-to-back clutches on the menu for MOUZ. Spinks fragging up a stall for MOUZ. To spawn now, watching as round 20 transpires. Jacob now forced to be concerned about multiple fronts at the same time. Caught in the open, stands his ground for 1. It's Twist with the trade. 3-on-3. Bomb again going down. MOUZ no issues accessing this site. It's the question of if you want to try.
Front out rounds, you have to go.
Flash and go. Flying up the ladder, Twist moves first. Has a look, loses it out. Kalash finds him, Frozen can't transfer, spins around. Nice shot from Brokey. Orpa head to head, but on home soil, Brokey and seals the deal at 11. And the ladder first.
Carrigan's just come out the vent.
Okay, yeah, missed shot though. They find the lobby lurk. That's going to free them up to play from the lobby side. All 3 surging in through Heaven. A team flash. Weird for Carrigan. It's Twist that chips away. Catches Spinks, dips back. 10 seconds. That bomb must be planted. It will not. FaZe by 12 first. The only Hungarian in these playoffs.
home soil in Budapest, and it will likely come down to Torji or FaZe Clan take map 1 here. Frozen's been spotted out. They know what's up now. Brokey onto Torji. FaZe Clan have done it, taken them.
And with a close game on Nuke, Inferno is a completely different story.
It's the right call. Looks like it's going to find the right result as well. Frozen playing it safe. Anticipates Exertion's forward position. He's absolutely nailed it there.
They're going to run him down.
They're running at him with the ball, and Frozen taps the second head. Torji's dead. Falling apart. They only had one defender. Now Bronard, another victim of FaZe Clan. What is this? What is this? An abomination. Be very vulnerable. He knows the angle they'll be peeking from. How do they path this? Torji good for one. Karrigan goes down. There's Jimmy delivering. Exposed but not out. As Mouse finally put a round on the board.
As well to assist. Here they come.
Here comes the commitment. Frozen's tucked in. Happy on that second box. Karrigan draws blood. Another body drop. Surgeon's gone. It's way too easy. He can just clutch up here. But he is up against the cool head of Frozen. Locked in. Clearing through. Subverts the expectation, he's slipping the gap. Exertion, he's not looking the right way. Oh! We've only got 14 seconds, a quick swing, nice from Spinks. Torji as well, but there's another body here, and no one's looking at Jacob. A dink on the FAMAS, insufficient for lethality.
Have to plan.
Just in time, the bomb gets planted. Frozen chooses not to reveal his position. He'll play on the fade, and Torji's now, location's been spotted and executed. Oh, he's got a boat! Frozen again! Apply pressure on the short side, Jacob vulnerable. That's another from Brokey. He really is locked in! Another quick scope! This is his site and you have no access! Spinks advancing, he's ready for the fight on the USP. Chips away with one bullet and the backup arrives. The cavalry canters over!
Now, you gotta feel bad for Torji, because his home country is cheering "Send Them Home."
Under the Friday Night Lights!
And take a look at that scoreboard. There's only one member of MOUZ that's fighting. Only one member of MOUZ that... What's he got? Flash indicates commitment. Miss flash from FaZe Clan. Kept at bay. Not disrespecting the smoke. Do you second guess it? Swings on out. Now another wave. Puts bullets down range. How has Brokey found another opening? Exertion's been pulled across. Taken down. Bronner's running light on ammo. He needs to reload. Tucks in, support has arrived. Don't worry, Torji's hit. Misses his shot, not anymore, he's not. Oh, and Mouse's maker's going down the Swanee.
They've just ripped the heart out of Torji, out of Mouse. Spinks in a 1v5. We're not here to find who's had the better season. How many playoffs, how many top four? We're here to find who's the better Counter-Strike team.
FaZe beating MOUZ on Inferno, one of their best maps, is nothing short of amazing. But now, you have to go on to beat Furia.
Major miracle again. 3v5 is where Furia will try to dig back from. You've got Wonderful on the rotation, but caught off by that bit hold and into the cover as he eats the flashbangs. Yakindar and K. Serrano called upon, and they will get cut down. You are stuffed, and your major run is done. The crown falls from...
That's right, the Counter-Strike machine in Na'Vi goes on to beat Furia in what was an amazing series. But now for a rivalry that goes back much further than just Copenhagen, I give you Na'Vi versus FaZe.
Starting to run at them on the side of the ramp. Quick flick out of Rundalkin. There's Zimmer. Last body to find, but they can't get him. They can't touch him. Finally, Brokey sees to it. With 15 seconds, it's the frozen flag. It's the frozen flag. It's a messy spray. Could it cost them everything? Because they find it. The A site, Wonderful, ready to receive. Easy as that. Karrigan falls. Another one from Wonderful. Beautiful. And a flick. What is that? Frozen down. Wonderful indeed. Brokey in the clutch. Na'Vi take the map. It's a quick one.
Top pop being lined up. Util raining in. Door blown off. Smoke comes in. Molly as well.
Okay, Im is going to be forced to reposition. He's done very well. Exceptional. Double kill, make it 3. Im is teaching us how to count. FaZe sent back to spawn. Might be running into it. Bit finds himself here. Will burrow towards Mustang. It's Karrigan cooking up a flank. They'll let him go first. Held by Bit. Don't fancy Karrigan's chances in that 1-to-1, but
30 seconds now.
They are going to have to hurry this up. Lexi B. Oh, there's the flash. Brilliant. Booked by Brokey's flashback. Number 2 on the menu. And Lexi B still takes 2, but it's insufficient. Mars smoke. He parks it. There's Imma. Surely this one's over now. Not feeling good.
They should be able to get the bomb down here.
2 on 4. Imma, a triple kill. Now Wonderful, the first man to arrive on the scene. It's Jacob. Spots the shadow. Here's the orb. Sound off. Looking to punish. Wonderful anticipates. Too many bodies on his screen. It's Imma. Quad kill. Licking his lips for the ace. He's come close before. Brokey to try and deny. Does so. Now Na'Vi just to put it in. Defuse is commencing. A 10-seconder being stuck. Brokey trying to work his magic, but he's running out of option. Needs to get him off the ball. Needs to get him off now. Covers there. Bit covered under the guise of the smoke. Him into a 10 to the potential, but here's the rotation. Wonderful. Nearly got him. Awkward now. Big gets accelerated on in the ramp side. It's Frozen that keeps it level.
Defensive smoke.
Yeah, he'll dip away. What? What's he up to? Lexi B getting cheeky, getting very cheeky. Karrigan will punish. A messy spray from both parties.
They're trying to capitalize on A right now. Karrigan's just throwing out a lurk smoke door. Makazi thinks there's players outside, worried about door as well. Wonderful's about to clear this for him. If they drop down Ven, Imma's B. They have to get past Makazi if they want it noisy on this one.
And he's there in time. Eye to the scope, Karrigan down. Just like that, it really doesn't feel good. Brokey and Frozen. Frozen walking with a limp at 12 HP. Brokey's going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting here. And Makaze, he's primed and he's ready. Brokey's not looking. Just waltzes into the crosshairs. And there's another for Makaze. From Lockers. Wonderful could peek into him. That's the team play once again.
Just beautiful.
Flawless.
It's all beautiful.
It's a joy to watch, and so is that. Twist gets overlooked. Profits greatly. A double kill. Makaze for the trade. He's in trouble now. Brought down.
3v3.
A step heard. Imma starting his pathing. Lingers in lobby. Karrigan getting active. Secret side. No one home. Na'Vi have regrouped. Strength in numbers. Timing from Karrigan. Maybe something. Jacob's got a lot of work to do, though. A lot of work. Oh, no. The MP9 betrays him. Couldn't get it done. Maybe Frozen could show him how it's done with a quick double. Awkward 10 seconds. Imma to come up clutch. Ops to go on top. Frozen's going to play the clock. Dips appears. Dips up the ladder. Is there time? There is. I think he's got it in time. Gets it down. Imma in the clutch. Wallbang connects. Low HP. Imma's just hanging on by a thread.
4 bullets.
Gets away from it. Frozen trying to hold it. Imma's not going to peek it with the low HP. Transfer, but maybe Frozen's arriving so quick. Holy. Double from Karrigan. He's low HP. Wonderful can win this. FaZe's hopes of extending play. Right. Incendiary seals the deal. Frozen wants to play. Oh, he pushes the through. Plays the broad price. Gets onto the star. And it's Wonderful. Instant up. We'll pull him back. No. It will use it forward. Did Makaze catch a whiff?
I don't think so.
Twist has the jump scare. Makaze's a free frag. Hands him a haircut. Does Van Dolkin.
Lexi back to spawn.
Yeah, but Wonderful's looking for Twist's exit. He should have him. That's important.
Frozen taking lobby space. Plays being made. Karrigan in main. Jacob in top. Support from Brokey.
Karrigan could be a destabilizing force, but nearly gets caught. Still stands his ground for one. Na'Vi up the end. A quick flick out of Brokey's orb. He needs a lot more. It's another one. Brokey, have you got it? Brokey on his bullshit just when they needed it. Just holding his eye to the scope, assisted by Frozen. And now Makaze's gone down. How often has he gone down with no frags, no output? An opening kill for FaZe Clan.
Twist is smoked off. Pressure on Jacob.
Okay, Jacob. They're parting in. He gets tagged up, doesn't panic, drop it. Good fight, removes Alexi. FaZe Clan, they want to see Inferno. It's just 2 kills away. Bomb now picked up. Wonderful gets his hands on it, but there's Twist. Emerging from the smoke, still gets his. It's just bit. FaZe Clan just have to remove this man's head, and we see a third man, Budapest. 20 seconds, and we go the distance. Take him out, man.
Now, there's one person who I haven't really talked about, and that's Twist. Finally getting out of jail, he's brought home. The man who helped secure FaZe's their era, and his form looks just as good as when he left. And just like before, he's still breaking Na'Vi's back.
Pressure on Bit. He's done well. Still has that crossfire. Bit with a double kill. Pressure back as the Deagle headshots hit. Morale up for debate. Okay, it's Imma staying solid as a rock. Quick adjustment, last burst. Finds the header, Brokey. Too much for Twist to handle.
Or is it?
Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe there's magic in the FaZe jersey once more. Just needs Makaze. Missed shot, whistles past as the rookie versus the veteran. Oh! He's done it again. He's fallen. Surely not. He's just Makaze. FaZe Clan inching closer. The major grand finals got their name written all over it. Falling through the fingers of Na'Vi. It started strong. Ancient a distant memory, because Inferno, it comes down to the last two. Bit and wonderful. Fall, and FaZe Clan have done it. A major grand final.
Karrigan, you beautiful man. You've gone and done it again. The greatest showsman versus the man who's putting his hat in the ring for greatest IGL, Apex. Vitality would go on to beat Spirit in a great comeback on Mirage and absolutely blowing them out of the water on Dust 2. So get ready, because for this grand finals, we have Vitality versus FaZe Clan bullshit. Map 1, both teams will run it back on Nuke, and FaZe with a curve stomp Vitality once again, going 13-6. However, there's a time when the magic simply runs out, and dreams are nothing more than just that. Vitality would go on to win the next 3 maps, really without any trouble, and FaZe with the fight for their life, just not to be 13-0 in Overpass.
The embarrassment, that's all they hope for. Robs into the AWP, pop by Twists, leave it to ZywOo to crush the FaZe Clan. A Tech-9 in hand. Had a bomb over towards the bathrooms. He's not going for the bomb. He's going for the kills. He's going for the throws. To rip out the jugular and to crush their hope. By God, FaZe Clan find one.
Robs will win his 3rd major, 2nd with Vitality, and almost will take MVP from ZywOo. FaZe, after a generational run, will finish 2nd for the 3rd time in the last 4 majors. Now, Karrigan after the major has said that he's not retiring just yet, so we get to see the greatest showsman for just a little bit longer. But he also wants to keep the same roster, which Brokey does kind of worry me. However, I do see the potential in Jacob. Only time will tell. But even after losing this major, it will go down in history for the teams and the games that were played. Oh yeah, and for most of all, the team that simply refuses to be put down, FaZe. So everyone help me thank into another year of FaZe Clan bullshit.